Go ahead. Oh.
Welcome back. We are at day one of the Atlantic Challenge Cup. We're tied 1 apiece. We've got one more match to go, and we're playing triples again. Well, singles with 3-player teams. We've got Andreas Madsen, Christian Svikla, and Diana Kojeva versus Shane Wolford, Ryan Ponton, and Serena Black. I'm Mike Howerton, joined by Upstate Al in the booth.
All right. Well, like they say sometimes in boxing, wrestling, whatever the case may be today, or UFC, let's get it on. And you know something? These players are going to show us what it is and what the meaning of let's get it on the table. We're having fun here. We're at the Renaissance in Schaumburg, Chicago, right?
Well, just outside of Chicago. Schaumburg, Illinois.
Illinois, okay. And we're at the convention center. And if you have the means of coming down here and supporting these teams and really want to see some great play, please do so. I'll tell you what, it's the closest you're going to get to the Moscone Cup experience if you can't make it there. These players here have been trained by world champions, 8-time world champions, and Hall of Famers. And a lot of time and effort has been put into both teams. Team Europe, I understand, won it last year.
11-9.
11-9, right? And this time here, it's totally a different story, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner. Day one, it's 1-1. There's a few people that we got to mention here before we actually get underway. And first and foremost, we definitely want to mention the BEF, the Billiards Education Foundation, and of course the European
Pocket Billiard Federation, EPBF,
yeah.
The BCA, Billiard Congress of America.
Mike Howerton and Jerry Forsythe of azbilliards.com, along with the best cloth you can use in the world, of course, Simonis cloth, and all the sponsors that you see around this arena, folks. If you're in the market to purchase something, these are the people that are supporting Pool and bringing this live stream to you. This is being co-produced by CSI and AZ Billiards. Watch Shane from the opening break. He's going for the 1 ball in the right side pocket. And notice it came out long.
Okay, you got a legal break, though.
Legal break, Europe's option.
What?
Well, 3 balls have to pass the head string.
And I thought 3 balls did. I thought the 2 went back and came out.
The 1 ball came off at a point, and the 8 and the 3 just found its way up the table.
Seeing an awful lot of illegal breaks. I still think it's asking too much of these juniors to...
I have to agree. I think it takes them out of their realm if you're forcing them to really explode on the break. You're taking away the control break.
Yeah, and they're not soft breaking. I mean, these kids are rearing back and hitting the balls, but it's...
Well, you know what, Mike? It's an even playing field for both teams, so...
Yeah. Same rules, same table.
That's right.
Okay,
Push out, Europe has the option.
I'm not sure he put a lot of thought in that push out.
I kind of like it because, you kick this 1, and the 1 deflects off the 5 towards the left long rail and comes back out and ducks behind the 4-7 area, and the cue ball goes back up table. So it's not a bad play. It's pretty intelligent.
I bet he gives it back. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to play that shot.
Team USA can't lament that loss in the last round. They were close the whole way. Just a couple unfortunate rolls there at the end, but they've got to remind themselves they're in this. This is way too early to get down on yourselves after a couple of bad rolls.
Yeah, I just want to let you know some of the accomplishments of Shane right here in 2011. Now, right now he's only 16. Notice the 1 ball.
Yeah, that's that shot you were talking about.
Yeah, it's there. But he's left the window, Mike.
The window, yeah.
I was just going to say the accomplishments of Shane. I mean, in 2011, right now he's 16 years old, okay? Now you're talking 5 years ago, okay? He won the Super Billiards Expo U12. He's a champion.
12 and under, yeah.
12 and under. You know what I mean? So he's got a little experience. And then in 2013, he won the 17 and under. 2015, he won the 17 and under again.
Well, he sure didn't leave in the window.
Yeah.
Wolfer can go 2 rails, short rail, long rail, and just hope the speed gives him separation.
Yeah, the 7 ball is pretty huge here. When you hit the bottom side of this 1 ball, kind of favoring more to the left side, you know, you don't worry. What you got to worry about here, you know, the kick is easy. You got to worry about a rail contact after coming in contact with the 1. So, you know, it's one of those things where you can try to leave the cue ball behind the 7, but you got to make sure you get the rail. I hit it enough where he's definitely going to get a rail and make the pocket.
He might not like it, though.
Well, he's at the table.
Well, now he's got a 1-rail kick.
Well, if you can kick like that.
Yeah.
Swing, batter, swing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in his first match of today, he kicked a 6 ball square into the side pocket.
Was he the player that did that?
I believe so.
I don't think he's kicking this one into the pocket.
He's kicking towards the corner.
He tried. Oh, no.
Watch the cue.
That's going to be a problem.
And this young man, Andreas, up at the table here, he's got some accomplishments also under his belt. 9th place World Junior 9-ball champion, Danish men's champion, multiple Danish junior championships. He's actually took 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place at different times, of course, at the European Youth Championships. So ball in hand from this area is kind of crucial right here. The Team America, Team USA.
He got straight in on that 3.
No problem with that, because even if he stops the cue ball, he's got sort of that straight pull break shot, you know, on the 4 at that angle, and then he has the natural ability to come back for the 5. So he's really not that much trouble. A lot of younger players will draw back just to get a few more inches and sometimes get in trouble. But he did it perfectly.
Yeah. Where are you playing shape on this 5?
Well, you have options here. It depends on how you want to hit this ball. I like the upper left-hand corner, unless you want to play it out long and go on top of the 5 and shoot the 5 in the bottom right. You know, it's all up to your comfort zone and what you can do with the cue ball. Andreas plays for the side pocket. He's got some more work to do.
You going all the way to the rail and coming back?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He might even spin 2 rails. He's in a position to do so, but when you do something like that and you're forcing the cue ball forward, that corner pocket comes into play. But I don't think he might be rolling here, right? He only went 1 rail, come back out.
Yeah, left himself straight in. From here, it's just stop and then come across the table for the 8. Stop gives him the natural angle on the 7.
And this is the crucial shot from the 8 to the 9. He definitely wanted to hold an angle on it. Getting straight wouldn't have been too bad, but he's gotten that position where he can just play the 9 ball into the bottom corner, which is I consider the left-hand corner, but he might go 2 rails and play it into the bottom right. He's going to finesse the cue ball, I believe. And he played the 2 rails. He's got the bottom right-hand corner. And it looks like Mr. Andreas is on his way to making the score 1-0 in the favor of Team Europe. And just like that, he does, as you hear Team Europe get behind their player. Who's coming up next, Mike?
Ryan Ponton for Team USA and Christian Zvikla for Team Europe.
I like the way you pronounce that name. I have trouble.
Ponton? That's pretty easy.
Zvikla. I'd rather say just Vikla, but you kind of did pronounce it perfectly with the C in front of it.
We're told it can be pronounced either Zvikla or Vikla.
Say that again.
Zvikla.
Zvikla. All right. We also would like to mention Predator Cues, of course, and Atlas Billiard Supply, and definitely Matchroom Sports.
This will be our final match of the night, but we'll be back at it at 3 o'clock tomorrow.
And be here or be square. I wish a bunch of you folks out there listening, if it's feasible at all to get here, I wish you would come down and say hi. Get behind the team.
Also a great chance to come down and meet Jeanette Lee, Allison Fisher, Johnny Archer, Nick Varner, Upstate Al,
Tom Rossman,
Tom
Mike Howerton.
Rossman.
Sure. And, of course, Team Europe.
There you go.
All right, this is Mr. Christian up, right? The great?
Yep, Christian Zvikla.
Again, the referee right there, just in case the cue ball is past the line, he will let them know that they are a little too far and not allow them to break and call a foul.
Didn't get the one on the side, but he made a ball.
And he got about 3 or 4 of them up there.
2 balls, and he's hooked on the one.
So it is a legal break.
Boy, kicking this one, it almost looks like the side pocket is right where he wants to hit the ball.
I like the option of pushing here. You know, you push out.
He's going to push down here to this bottom right corner.
Well, that's a natural shot. You know, that's a free shot at the one and get position on the 2 ball, though.
Or you just, let's assume he's left here. Are you just going to try to make the 1 and leave yourself on the left-hand side to settle on the 2?
Yeah,
if
of
you leave
course.
it out here anyway,
Yeah, you're going to favor the left-hand side of the table if you can pocket that 1 ball in the upper right-hand corner. If Christian plays that push, and he is. He's playing it to the first diamond. Now, this is a free shot. Or do the other option is to bank the 1 ball towards the diamond and a half, towards the right-hand long corner, and trying to put it behind the 8 and then bring the cue ball back down. You know, but the cue ball being on the rail where it is makes it a little difficult, but it's a playable shot. Or just bank it towards the upper short cushion.
I think he's just going to go for the make.
Well, there you go.
Follow it past the corner pocket.
Why pass up an opportunity
There you
when
go.
you can hug the left side of that rail? And he's got himself a shot on the 2 ball.
And if he can get from the 2 to the 3, I think he's got every opportunity to get out.
Yeah. Well, the 9 ball becomes real huge when you spin the cue ball out of the bottom left-hand corner. That 9 ball gets real big. It's the only thing he has to avoid.
I don't know if he hit that hard enough.
And that's what I'm talking about right there.
He might have left a bank.
Yeah, but you don't want to be banking at this 3 ball from this time of the match. You want to have a shot on that 3. You want to play the center of the table, right dead center, and have the shot on the 3 ball on that one. And he knew it, and I'm not criticizing him for it, but I think he did play himself into a bank. I think might be his only shot. Oh, he tried it.
Oh, no, that was... He didn't even threaten the pocket. I think he'll make this 3.
You know, he's a long, lengthy fella, a young man here, and anytime that cue ball's past the side pocket, it becomes difficult for an average person to reach. The further past that side pocket, the difficulty of the shot increases. But for this young man here, look how tall he is. He almost looks like he stands about 6'1". It's no problem. Open bridge.
Yeah, inside to avoid the 9. He's straight in on the 6. Well, his angle's coming out a little bit.
He's got some work to do here, Mike.
I think he can follow the 6 and leave a makeable 7.
You mean just leave the cue ball favoring the center of the table there and not getting on top of the 9 area?
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't want to follow it that far.
Right.
I want to follow it maybe a foot and a half.
Got some work to do. You know, anytime we actually have the cut shots, you know, cutting that 7 ball into the corner pocket like that, anywhere where the cue ball is favoring the left side becomes real difficult. I don't know many players that like that shot.
I like the fact that he took a break, went over, had a sip of water, calmed himself down a little bit. He knows this is the shot of the rack.
Well, good thing you pointed that out. I did mention that in a prior match, that they're really not concerned about the clock. And Mark Wilson brought up a good point, is that they do practice with a shot clock.
Oh, okay.
So, that's kind of not really bothering them, and that's good to see. I expected, like, the younger players to constantly give a look over to see what's left in seconds,
In that last match, right there at the end, that clock almost bit the European player, and he actually played a great safe, spur of the moment. Boy, I didn't expect him to hammer this ball.
He's getting close to the office, but he's going to be okay. Man, I'll tell you what, he's going to have to play the short side of this 8 ball.
Yeah, he is.
This is just became a little more difficult. He's going to have to play the short side of this 8 ball here.
He might be able to cheat this pocket.
Well, he did.
Wow.
He did. He sure did.
I don't see any problems here. Yep, just drag it right down, straight in.
He is straight in. Looks like Team Europe's going to jump out to a 2-0 lead over Team USA.
Serena Black for Team USA, Diana Kojeva for Team Europe.
And one of Serena's coach, her coach is here, Dave Carr, I believe, C-A-R-R, in the audience, never left. He did have other tournaments that he could have been at, BCA or tournaments, I believe, and he said he wouldn't miss it. So he's been here all day. And we are back at you, folks.
Serena Black to break. Now, the ladies have especially had problems with this break.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. Again, playing the 1 ball, they've been playing the cup break and playing the 1 ball towards the side pocket. That time the cue ball found the side pocket. It was a legal break, too, besides that. 3 balls went past the head string, and the 8 ball went in the side pocket.
I don't think she gets another chance at the table here.
You don't think so, huh?
No, I don't see any real problems.
As much as I know you like Hill matches, especially the last...
I got no
match
place
of the
else
night.
to be.
That's right. I'd like to differ with you. But any one of these players on either team are capable of clearing this table.
Boy, she played that ball interesting.
Look at the 9.
That kind of surprises me. I don't think she can see the 2. I don't think she can see the edge of it.
You really don't realize how big that 9 ball is.
Yeah.
Until the cue ball starts coming to a stop. Watch the kiss here.
She's not playing the 5, is she? No.
I thought she was going to hit it harder than that.
Well, I don't think Serena's going to try to make this ball, but...
Nothing wrong with trying.
She's looking at it.
Notice the direction of the cue ball.
Are you trying to bump the 4 here?
Yeah.
She's rearing back to hit it. No. You wouldn't think about making this 2 rail first, would you?
No, because of the position where the 3 ball is.
Oh, not if she's rearing back with draw.
You just want to almost play a stop shot. You'll be okay. Just like that, because the angle from the 3 is going to bring you to the 4. You just got to make sure if you're going to play it at the top left-hand corner that you stay to the left side of that 6 ball.
Yeah.
You know, which will put you back in a natural position for the 4.
Certainly not playing that 3 in the corner.
Well,
I don't think there's any reward for doing that. I think you've got to play it inside.
you can, but the risk factor is huge.
Yeah.
The clock runs down in 7 seconds. She did. Man, she did.
I didn't understand that.
And that's the reward you were talking about. There's really not much. I think this is a very difficult shot. But then again, you know, players do have their selections of shots.
She must have been worried about that corner pocket with just cause. But if she follows this ball, I'm not liking the 5.
Just slow roll it. You can accept the longer shot on a 5. She missed a 4, but she kind of missed it not too bad, because I don't believe that Serena can make the fall ball.
No. And I don't see any easy safety. She could play the edge of the 4 and try to bury the cue ball behind the 6, but that is such a tough shot.
I like straight on here. Straight on, and you bring the fall ball down where the 9 is, right where she put her hand, where the emblem is on the table at the bottom. Just bring it straight on and use the 9 ball that's been creating so much trouble.
Yeah.
And try to hide the cue ball. And you kind of leave the cue ball by the 6. I'm not sure exactly what Serena. She might be trying to bury the cue ball under the 6 ball, like you said. No, she hit it. She hit it the right way, but I think a little bit harder. As you can see, the 4 would have came past the 9.
Yeah. I don't think that safety's going to get it done. And this is a big, big rack. You don't want to go into the second round with everybody having lost a game.
Right.
Could be a trap.
I don't know about the trap.
It was a trap.
The conspiracy theory artist is here.
But look at this.
There's the trap for you.
I don't see any way to make this 4 and get shape on the 5. The only pocket you can make it in is the top right or maybe the side.
Yeah, in the side pocket. It's kind of risky in the right-hand side pocket, but that's what it looks like Serena's going to fire at. She's going to draw this cute. Well, now she just changed to the...
I don't like top any more than I like draw.
Yeah, I didn't, I'm not criticizing Serena.
Oh, no,
but
not at all.
She got down initially with the draw stroke, and then as she was down, made the decision to switch up and just follow up on it and put some follow on it.
How are you hitting this ball? You see where she's trying to get to.
Well, if she might be trying to play the billiard on the 9 ball. I'm not sure if the off the 5, if she gets to the right-hand side of this table, if that 9 ball's...
Look out.
Boy, it just made matters worse.
Yeah. I think she can make that 4, but
Look at
why?
the 6.
Yeah.
She's going all out. She's going rail first to make the 4. The 6 becomes real huge.
Okay. I don't mind that shot at all. Yeah. Let Kojeva take on that 4 ball. don't see anything good happening with that 5 right now.
Well, yeah, there could be some. If she can pocket this 4 ball, she can naturally come down and bump it right here.
Well,
But,
if she
you know,
pockets the 4, she can even go 2 rails past it.
you definitely do not want to bump it without making that 4 ball and leave
Yeah.
a shot on it. Boy, this 4 ball's been a real headache right here. Serena's just going to tap the left side of it and try to put the cue ball behind the 9. Well, she's going to roll up here and use the 7, maybe.
I think she left her a shot.
Well, shot to hit it, yeah. Shot to make it.
She could bank it.
I like the safety. Bring the cue ball down, all the way down table, and bank the 4 towards the 6. She's got to get that cue ball behind a 9, though. But I tell you what, that worked out pretty good as a 9 and a
Yeah, it
5
did.
are now separated.
She left her an angle. There's a safety here. Or not an angle, she left her an edge of it. You really got to control your speed on this one.
Not only that, you got to cut this thin, like a piece of ham or something that you might get at a deli, but see through it. I mean, real thin.
She hit that too hard.
Well, you know what she was trying to do? She was trying to get the 4 on the opposite side of that 6-7, you know, and hide the cue.
Yeah, she didn't get nearly the slice of ham you were looking for there.
Yeah, well, sounds good right about now.
There's a possibility you don't even shoot this 4 in now.
Oh, she's going all out.
I think safety might be a more prudent shot. You cutting this 4 in?
You know, both players are struggling a little bit here.
Yeah.
You know, I keep saying it's the climate that changed in the arena here, but now I realize they opened up both doors once again, and the climate is starting to come back, so it's a readjustment.
I think I'm spinning this 4 in with an awful lot of left, trying to avoid the side pocket.
Watch out. You called it. Those side pockets do grow when you're playing that shot. And a lot of players just take that for granted, that cue ball is not going to go towards the side until the cue ball starts to go in that direction.
Well, this 4 is makeable in the side, which will leave her shape on the 5. But she's got to get short side shape on the 6.
Yeah. Well, I think she has a choice. You know, if she can get low enough on the long side of it, I think she still might have the shot. But from this angle, I can't really tell 100%. But I like your selection better by getting to your short side, and that's what she was playing for. But come up with a miss on the 4 ball, another unforced error.
Well, I don't think they're really giving it their all to make this ball because of how ugly the 6-7 is.
Again, you know, she has the opportunity to use the 6-7 as blockers.
I think she has to. Too far. Well, too far for the safety. She left an edge.
Yeah, I don't like the edge anyway, being where the 5 is. Even if she can cut this, it doesn't pay, you know, especially going in that direction.
Can she get the left edge of it and play safe?
I don't believe she has that much of a fall ball. Let's see. She did. She actually did have more.
And she got a much better safety out of it.
Well, you know, if you're Serena, you want to kick the top side of this 4 ball. You want to send the 4 ball towards the bottom side of the right long cushion, like diamond 2, so that the cue ball deflects and stays up there by the 6-7 area. You want to cause some kind of separation, not only to hit the 4 and kick it. Kicking it is not the problem. Getting a response out of this shot, a possible safety, that's the shot.
Not at 100 miles an hour she didn't want it. Well, maybe that was 80 miles an hour. And Kojeva's still got work to do here. She can't do anything to open it up here.
So right now in this match, it's 2-0, correct?
Yeah, it's 2-0.
You can
Score's
see that.
correct on the top.
Yeah, on the top screen, you can see it's 2-0. I'll tell you what, Mike, Diana's got there where she has to be. And I believe she has enough of the pocket in that corner.
She's looking at getting on the...
That's what I'm saying. See, from our angle before, we really couldn't see if she had the shot on the long side of that 6-ball. But she probably does, the way she's looking at it. But she's got to cheat this corner and make the 5-ball. She forced it. Now, from that position, well, she had more of a 6-ball on the long side than we thought. But it still looks like she might not have the whole 6.
I don't think so.
Boy, she's down there taking a good look at it, so.
She's not going to bank it.
She might have to bank safe.
Might have to bring Scott Frost in to bank that ball in.
The freezer.
Yeah. That's a shot that one pocket players can avoid the double hit, but so many non-one pocket players just, they don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Well, the thing about doing this is the speed control, so that the 6-ball, if it doesn't go, it comes back out and stays up table, and the cue ball comes down a little bit. Now that's a bad hit altogether.
Wow.
That could be a big turnaround point right here. Is Serena's back up at the table with 3 balls on the table.
And that wasn't even close. I mean, that was a foul by a mile.
And that's the young lady that you said from the initial start that she was out. It's
yeah.
both players have been struggling, and Mike Houghton's absolutely right. Both players can run out on an open table.
Now let's see if Serena can get it back together. Because she's had a couple shots where she kind of dinked at him. Now she's got to come back and actually make these 3 balls with authority.
Well, she hit that pretty crisp right there.
Left
Here's the tester.
Yeah, a little longer than maybe she wanted.
The good thing about this is there's no other balls that she has to play position on, and just concentrating on making this 9-ball.
Yeah.
And keeping an eye on your cue ball control.
Point of contact and hit it with confidence. This would be a big shot for her.
She's going to leave a lot of distance.
Yeah, she's not going to leave it easy. She's going to leave it straight in, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, but these are some of these shots that these players definitely practice at or coach at, to fine-tune their stroke. They all have great strokes. You can see that back arm is just steady.
Oh, yeah.
But these are the shots that they fine-tune their strokes with. So I can see a split in the jaws with this.
I think she's already used her extension.
She sure did. 10 seconds on the clock. 7.
About as close as you can come to splitting the pocket.
3-0 now. Europe in the lead. Wow.
And we have a little rotation in the order. So Shane is back at the table, but now he's playing Christian. Oh, I see. They rotate through the men, and then the girls play each other. Okay.
Well, since we have some opportunity here, folks, take a good look around the arena here and notice don't notice some of them. Notice all of them, I should say. All the logos that are around the arena. You got Master Chalk, McDermott, Aramith, Connelly, and Simonis Cloth, and AZ Billiards. It wouldn't be possible, believe me when I tell you, without everybody on board here.
And
So,
Rob Johnson mentioned when he was doing the introductions before everything started that there was a lot of cooperation amongst these sponsors, which is something that we don't see a huge amount of in the pool world. So you've
Right.
really got to tip your hat to the BCA for being able to bring on this many sponsors to work together to make this event happen.
Yeah, and you know something, from the opening gate, when I got invited to come out here, I'll tell you what, I was pretty excited.
It is a great event.
And I know just from knowing some of the sponsors here that you see around this arena that they have the same feeling, you know, because they got pool in their blood. I mean, let's just face it, right? Here we go. Who we got?
This is Mr. Zwickler, Christian Zwickler, and Shane Wolford.
Back at it. Europe in the lead, 3-0. Keep in mind we're racing to 6. The top left-hand corner is the score so far, 1-1 overall. 4-ball into the corner pocket. Everything went past the head string.
And you can see the one. You can see enough of the one to make the one, but is there a reward for making it?
I don't know what kind of a shot he has on the 1-ball yet. Is it that thin where you can actually get an attempt to pocket it? You could use the 6-8 if you can see the whole thing and play a safety instead of going for the shot. Bank the 1-ball past the 3-7.
And just,
yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, just bury the cue ball on the 6.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going for the make. Nope.
Well, he's left Shane a shot, I believe. And being the shot that he left, notice the 2-ball, bottom left-hand side of the table. So, you know, it's not like Shane has to do any kind of heavy draw or backward Z shot here. You know, all he has to do is miss the 5-ball or come below it. He's going to just go right between the 5-7 here. Nice shot. He's right on the 2-ball.
Oh, you hit that good.
Yeah. This young man here reminds me of a young Dennis Hatch. Not only...
and you've known Dennis for a long time.
Yeah, not only his physique, but he's such a confident player at such a young age. And they used him, I believe, in the first round to play as the anchor man, if I'm not mistaken.
He started him off. He got the win against Dudenitz.
Yeah.
I'm not as familiar with this young man's game. Watch that 3-ball.
Between the 7-5 and back towards the center of the table for the 3.
Look out, 7.
Yeah, it's getting large.
Oh, no.
It just got right in his way.
We're going to see Dennis in about a month, aren't we?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Up at the Turning Stone event, yep. He is one of the local favorites that a lot of people come out to see. Just to give you a little more background on this young man here at the table, 2015 9-ball junior Commonwealth Games champion. In 2015, he was a men's 9-ball Commonwealth Games champion. And in 2015, he was a Scotch doubles Commonwealth Games champion. How's that? And that was when he was 15.
Well, he's left the 3-ball. Shape on the 5 is natural. It's where he gets on this 6-ball that's going to determine if he's out.
Well, he's going to have to hold position in that angle for the 5 to come back in the direction with the cue ball where the 3-ball lies, so he can play the 6 in the upper right-hand corner.
I like a little draw to kill it. He just slow rolled it.
He's got the angle, though.
Here's the shot. I think this is the rack right here. That 7-ball is going to be involved, though. He can't draw it straight back.
Well, I think he can escape the 7. The problem is as he rolls towards the 6-ball, if he does make the 5 and go around the 7, is you got to watch your speed. Conditions are changing right now. And the cue ball overruns that 6-ball. Well, guess what? The 8-ball starts to grow and it could become an issue. He knows it. So what happened is he underhit it.
Yeah. I mean, that was a tough shot. He could play the carom here.
I like it. I think it's lying okay, where he can make the 8-ball.
It's do or die, though.
And he doesn't have to hit it that hard, and he can control the cue ball for the shot on the 6 in the opposite corner. Nice shot. Beautiful. Carom was lying right, Mike. Now, do you play the 7 into the side pocket and come below it, or you just play it in the corner? He elected to come from the side.
His cue ball's going away from where he wants to be, though.
Came a little bit too far, but to recover and just go up table and back down is no big issue for the type of players that are on Team Europe or Team USA.
Oh, yeah. Boy, he spun that ball. Hit that ball hard. He's not going to care for it either. Oh, maybe he is. Whew.
Now, this is where the stretch comes into effect, because notice the cue ball now is past the side pocket by about a diamond and a half. Yes, he's tall, like I mentioned, but he's going to have to stretch for this one. And I believe he hits him with an open bridge. Is that right?
Yeah, that's not the 9-ball I want to be shooting at this point.
Well, I definitely want to be shooting it. I'd rather me shoot it than you.
No, you're right. You're right there. He needs to hurry up, too.
And that's what happens with the stretch.
He took way too much time studying that shot.
He had to rush the shot. Yeah, there was only about 4 seconds on the clock when he was down there trying to stroke the ball for the very first time. So the clock played a big issue right there, and she leaves Shane with a fairly easy 9-ball. So Team USA is on the board as they break the ice.
We have Ryan Ponton and Andreas Madsen coming up. And all of these kids, they're all great players, but they're going to make mistakes. They can't beat themselves up over it. We're playing for 4 days here.
Right.
This event is not going to be determined tonight.
Right. But, it's funny that you mention that, because we brought that up, and to see the unity of both teams, where, hey, you lost it, but that's okay. They're fist pumping each other.
Right.
They're right there to keep you up on your toes. They don't want you slouching. They want you erect in that chair, and
sure,
and let's stay positive, and let's have some fun, and that's the key. FUN, fun, folks. Even though they all know it's serious.
I don't want to bring up a traumatic experience for you, because we're friends and everything, but it reminds me of World Series a few years ago when we gave up a run. I think we were playing the Yankees. And we gave up a run, and I remember our coach, Bob Brindley, coming out and telling the pitcher, we're not going to lose this game by 1. You remember what I'm talking about, don't you?
Absolutely. Yeah, sure. I'm lucky I can remember what we had for lunch this afternoon. All right, Ryan's up.
And now, Ryan played Andreas in the first match, and he beat him.
Well, not only that, balls are starting to be made on the break once again. The thing is, you got to get at least 3 balls past the head string, or 2 balls and a ball in the pocket. And notice
that's not going to do it.
Illegal break for Team USA. They just got on the board. You think the tide has changed and it's our time to start scoring, and the illegal break comes into effect.
I don't know what I want to do here. There's a bank on the 2, but is there a reward for that? I don't know that I want to pass it back.
Well, you can play the rail and then into the 5-ball to hold the cue ball if you wanted to.
Yeah. I like a push, but I don't know where to. Because if you push anywhere below the 2, he's just going to play safe and bury you on the 3.
I think he's going rail first and then into the 5 here. No, he played a great shot is what he did play.
Nice speed.
Nice shot.
I think he can kick behind the 3. Yep.
Again, just looking to feather the left side of this 2 ball and send the cue ball right back up table. You know, don't just try to kick at this ball. And if you kick the top of this 2 ball, it's dangerous.
Right. You might be better off missing it 1 rail and getting it 2.
Kick the top of it.
He
Boy,
made it.
it become dangerous. Yeah, it became dangerous for Team Europe as the cue ball found the corner pocket and position on the 3.
Now, where do you get on the 4?
You know something? Even if he has to stop the cue ball right there, he's got a shot on the 4 ball.
And once you get from the 4 to the 5, everything has a pocket. Everything is pretty natural. It'd be big to get back to 3-2 here.
Yeah, that definitely put a statement on the scoreboard, without a doubt, and in the minds of Team Europe.
Heart of the pocket.
Yeah.
You going 2 rails around?
Oh, yeah. I don't think for any reason you want to just draw this to the long rail and back out again, being where the 6 is. I think you're going to have to play this natural. And you play it with just enough speed so that the cue ball, it looks like it might scratch, but he's going for the draw, Mike. He's going to have to miss this 6 and come back out. This ain't that easy.
Yeah, I don't like it. Might have changed his mind.
No, he's going to play 1 rail back around the 6 and back to the 5. Oh, he went the opposite way around. That's not a bad shot if he's got sight. It's long distance, but you know what? It's a shot.
Yeah, I can't believe he was trying for that window. There's no way. If he can make this and draw it back a diamond.
Yeah, just make sure you make that 5 ball. And he didn't.
I don't like how fast he got up off that ball.
Well, that's what he did. He jumped up on the shot a little bit, and that threw it out. But he left this 4 ball kind of straight, I believe.
I don't see any reason why
Sorry, the 5
Andreas
ball, right?
doesn't get out here.
Yeah. Not much you can do with the cue ball, but being that where the 6 is.
Yeah, you can follow it 2 rails.
Yeah.
Or just play it 1.
Yeah, it was lying that way where he didn't have to do much.
Yeah, he had a different angle on it than I thought he did.
You know, the 9's a sitting duck, and sometimes I've seen players get it in their mind that, hey, all I got to really do is stop the cue ball here and or draw back like he is a little bit for the 8 and actually miss it.
I think he got good on it.
Yeah, he's just got about where you can get it ball in hand. Couldn't put it any better.
Got a little funny, but he's going to be all right. He didn't have to leave it that easy.
He got a little funny for Team Europe, but Team USA didn't think it was funny. It's now 4-1, Team Europe. And who's up next, Mike?
The ladies are back on the table. Serena Black, Diana Kojeva. Both ladies, I'm sure, are wanting to put on a better performance than they did their first game. That was that ugly, ugly rack. And it looked so good in the beginning.
It sure did. It opened up really nice, and we thought it was going to be a run-out, but wound up being some unforced errors in that first match between the ladies. And I've seen both of them play today a couple of times, and I'm pretty sure things are going to change right now. You heard some of the USA fans in the background say, hey, I want everybody in the USA seats to get on the edge of their seat. Is that something like turning your baseball cap around backwards?
Rally cap.
A rally cap, right?
Now, these ladies have played each other twice today, and they're 1-1. Serena beat her in the first round, or the first match, the team event, and then Diana beat her in this round. So both girls know what a victory feels like.
And both girls have the fangs out, so to say. They both want to say, hey, I got the bragging rights so far in day one.
Right.
They both want to snap this one off. Again, balls have been going in. That one ball's been going in the side pocket. The thing is to get more than 2 or 3 balls past the head string. And I believe
She made a ball, and the six. Oh, doesn't matter. She scratched.
Notice the 2-9 here. This
Yeah.
could be a quick win.
1 on the side, 2-9 combo.
Absolutely.
Got to make this. You just absolutely have to win this game.
Oh, she's taking a quick look. Boy. Now, after the break, they have 60 seconds. Notice the shot clock.
She's got all kinds of time.
And only after the break do they have 60 seconds.
And what's interesting is if there's an illegal break, I'm not sure she's going to care for that angle. If you break illegally and I come to the table with the 60 seconds, if I pass it back to you, it goes back to 35.
Oh, is that correct?
Yeah, I watched it happen in the last match. That seems strange to me. And why is the clock going from 40?
Because the extension is only after the break.
Oh, okay. All right, I see. She didn't want to draw that ball at all.
You know, that could kind of throw you for a loop because you would think that that extension after the break is still going to
You'd
exist.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she got safe.
Yes, Serena wanted to be a little straighter on that shot, you know, and play that 2-9, have a straighter shot on that combination. Came out okay so far.
I think Kojeva can get to the long rail behind the 2.
Her first name is Diana, right?
Right.
Right. Diana Kojeva.
She left the 5 in the side. And
It's
again,
okay. Yeah, go ahead.
if she were practicing, she'd be out here. You know, she's home practicing.
She is practicing.
Well,
That's
good.
the state of mind that she wants to be in. And of course, Diana is not there right now, being in her seat.
She
She tried to hold a cue ball for the 3. That becomes real crucial if that 4 and cue ball are married. And of course, Rick's going to take a good look at it.
3 to the 4 gets a little ugly now.
Yeah, she might be in a position to spin the cue ball and stay on top of the 4. No, you're right. That angle wasn't there. And proof is in the pudding. Is the shot there in the 3?
I think she can see the edge of it, but I don't think she can make it.
Is there enough where she can...
She might be able to move the 9.
Right. Is there enough for that 3 ball where she can hit it and move the 9? She took a look at it. The problem here is you might have to jack up off of that rail a little bit to actually get to the 9 ball.
Extension used.
I say you just go for the 3, forget about the 9, and play for the 4 ball.
Yeah, your cue ball's rolling towards the 9. As long as you don't hook yourself with the 9, I think you're golden.
I don't think she's going to even come close to the 9. I think she might be able to go between the 9-6. Well, she did. She went around it. Holy cannoli.
Oh, and she got safe.
Leave the gun, get the cannoli.
Oh, I don't like this kick. She's going to have to spin this good off that long rail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, she's gonna have to go. Is she gonna go one rail here? Yeah.
Watch the 3 towards the side pocket. Funny things can happen. Well, never mind that. Watch the 5 towards the side pocket. It's a good hit on the 3 ball.
Okay, very makeable 3 ball. Looks like the 6 passes the 9.
I like the form and the technique that she just played there in the back arm, and just right. You know, it's surprising that some of these players are so comfortable with certain shots, and all the mechanics click the right way. It's just a beautiful sport to watch.
Is she going to have to come across the table? Yes.
Yeah, but the rail becomes a big factor here, as the position on the cue to the 5 looks straighter than.
I don't know. Yeah, she's got to follow it.
Yeah, straighter than she actually wants. Yeah, she's going to have to jack, and she might miss this 5 ball, being to the reason she's jacked up. She's so stiff. Look at her. Staying still, she hit it perfect the way you're supposed to hit it. What a
Yeah,
shot.
she did. That's a game-winning shot right there.
Diana Kojeva.
And I would want to hit this 6 ball with top so bad. And I know it's the wrong shot. Oh, she's going to play it left-handed. How do you like that?
She might be left-handed to begin with. Just
I couldn't make that ball left-handed with 10 opportunities.
as a conspiracy artist that you are, I thought you might mention that.
It's like Princess Bride. What you don't know is I'm not left-handed.
Trying to spin out 2 rails here, or just go 1. She went for the 1. Good shot.
This is for 5-1.
Yeah, your Team Europe would be on the hill. And just like that, Diana Kojeva puts Team Europe on the hill. And Mike, our next players coming up.
Shane Wolford and Andreas Madsen again. They're the ones who opened this up. So we're going to get the same order we got at the beginning of the match, and that was the order that jumped out to a 3-0 lead for Team Europe. Now we kick things off tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and it's Scotch doubles for the first 2 matches. The first match is Scotch doubles with 2 boys. Second match is Scotch doubles with 2 girls. And then we're back to singles for the final 3 matches of the day. And I believe we're bringing in the B team of Jerry Forsyth and Mark Wilson tomorrow to open up commentary before you and I come and grace our listeners and viewers with our presence.
Okay, that sounds about right. And you did mention the time. It's 3 o'clock, and that's
3 o'clock
Central
Central
Standard
Time.
Yeah. We will keep you updated. I know I will. I'll be hitting social media, guys, and make sure to follow the threads on AZ Billiards. In fact, you can find all the information on azbilliards.com. There is a link right on the front page. I'll bring you right here. So if you forget tomorrow how you got here, azbilliards.com, and click that link right under the stream guide. Shane, ready to break. You know, a left-handed player, I think, is more comfortable on the right-hand side of the table when breaking. Watch his break. It's so solid. Well, the illegal break comes into effect.
Yeah, it does.
Illegal break, Europe has the option.
He didn't seem to hit those balls hard at all.
Didn't hit him square.
I think it's imperative that the Team USA coaches take the team aside tonight and, you know, remind them why they're all here and just keep their heads straight, because it would be easy to get down on themselves after coming out and winning the first match and then losing the next two. And of course, that's assuming that Team Europe wins this match. That's not a foregone conclusion just yet.
Yeah, both teams do have separate practice rooms, and like you said, they're enclosed separately, and they can go over what they think as players. I would give them the opportunity first and say, hey, what do you think happened in your match? Whether they won it or lost that match. And, well, we know what we can do to correct it, and you know what you have to do. So tomorrow or today, if they do it tomorrow, whether they do it tonight or tomorrow.
Tonight might just be get a good night's sleep, and we'll attack it in the morning.
Yeah, so if they do it tomorrow, and it's a new day. Let's go out there and do what we know how to do. I think by maybe overemphasizing things might affect them a little bit more,
He left him the one ball if he wants to take it on.
Oh, he's going to take it on.
I think Shane was trying to lay a trap there.
Now, if Andreas hits the right side of the 4-ball, he says, no, you can have it.
Shane says, little do you know, this is my favorite shot.
Something like you might be right. You might have trapped him up into that long-distance shot.
He's going for it. And I think the 2-ball passes the 5.
I got news for you. If Andreas is matching up with Shane again, and Shane happens to leave a shot like that, Shane will not get that shot back.
No, he won't.
And that's what's going into his memory bank right there, as you see Andreas on your screen. Is not to let Shane back on those long shots. Nice shot right there.
Yeah, he didn't get the follow stroke on his cue ball that he wanted. It almost looked like it skidded a little bit.
Does he have enough of the cushion on that side pocket and enough? He doesn't have to do much. He's looking at the back cut, so he doesn't have enough of the cushion right there. And he's okay. It's not bad. There's a huge window there between that 5-7. I don't know if he can hold the cue ball enough there, but that's what he's attempting to do.
He hit that ball good.
And he held it enough where the 4-ball goes into the side pocket.
Watch this 7. I mean, you think it's obvious. You've got to be careful not to hook yourself on the 7, but like you say, that ball gets awfully big.
Yeah.
And how many times do you line it up the shot and say, as long as I don't hook myself on this ball, and then you shoot and hook yourself?
Yeah, he's going to try to slow roll this and keep the cue ball towards the left side of the table. And that 7-ball, like Mike said, gets real huge. And there's the evidence right there.
Wow.
I like, and because just from us sitting in there and watching the professionals play it, where they would spin out of the bottom right-hand corner and back out for the 5-ball.
Right.
It's a nice shot, but these players here are not as seasoned as professionals, of course, but I'll tell you what, they're only a step away.
Yeah, these players are keeping it simple as they can. The top players are getting up there, and extra rails are fine with it.
Well, not easy to do. Jump over the shot, miss everything on the table, and then bank the cue ball. I'm telling you. You see some things happen in pool matches where the cue ball travels all around the table twice and never hits the ball. Well, that's one of those shots that we just saw.
I don't think Shane's going to come back to the table here.
Well, the last time you said that, it went the opposite way, so maybe it'll happen again. As Team Europe is on the hill. And I think you might be right from this point on.
Boy, he didn't have to leave himself that tight on the 6.
think it was a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the angle. He's naturally on the 7 ball.
This young man's got a strong stroke. One rail back to around the spot for the 8.
Andreas is 19 years old. He's from Copenhagen, Denmark. And like
9
Mike
in the
said,
side for us to be done.
folks, just a reminder, once again, we'll be back here at 3 o'clock Central Time as Team Europe now leads by a score of 2-1 in the match itself, and takes this match by a score of 6-1 over Team USA.